We live in two parallel worlds. One is a heavy, ancient and ton-based physical world. One is a lightweight, real-time, byte-based digital world. And gold, this value carrier that spans two worlds, is standing at the crossroads of change. A shocking fact. Over 85% of the gold that humans have spent thousands of years digging out of the ground is currently dormant. They are locked in the basement of banks, the vaults of central banks, and the private storage rooms of wealthy individuals, hardly participating in the daily operation of a modern economy. This is not because gold has lost its value, but because its physical form has become its own cage in the digital age. I am Liam. Today, we will explore together what may be the most elegant value transformation story of this century. How to give this 5,000-year-old value symbol a new lease on life in the era of blockchain. Imagine that by 2025, you need to transfer $100,000 worth of gold from Dubai to London. In the physical world, you need to deal with air freight insurance, customs documents, secure escort, storage verification. The entire process may take a week and cost over $10,000. But in the digital world, the same value transfer should be like sending an email, instant, secure, and almost zero cost. The question is, why can't we do it? What technology can we achieve? The emergence of currency stems from a simple question: how to make transactions more efficient? In the era of barter, you need a double coincidence of needs. I happen to have what you want, and you happen to have what I want. The first monetary revolution occurred when certain items were widely accepted due to their scarcity, durability, and ease of carrying. The wisdom of King Croesus of Lydia lies in standardization. When the weight and purity of each gold coin are officially guaranteed, the trust cost of transactions drops sharply. The monetary nature of gold was officially established for the first time. It is no longer just a beautiful metal, but a measure of value, a medium of exchange, and a means of storing wealth. The gold standard system of the 19th century was a great experiment in which humans attempted to use gold to constrain the issuance of currency. It has brought unprecedented price stability and cross-border trade prosperity. But as a fatal flaw, the speed of world economic growth far exceeds the speed of gold mining. When the economy needs more currency, the physical scarcity of gold becomes a limiter. The Nixon shock of 1971 officially removed gold from daily monetary circulation. From then on, the value of currency is no longer based on physical objects, but on the credit of governments and central banks. This unleashed the potential of economic growth, but also opened the Pandora's box. The issuance of money without physical constraints led to asset foam, the polarization between rich and poor, and the renewed thirst for value storage assets. Over the past 20 years, financial engineers have been trying to solve the liquidity dilemma of gold. Gold ETFs, paper gold, accumulation plans. These innovations allow more people to access gold, but they all have a common problem. You trust intermediaries, not gold itself. Moreover, these systems are still centralized, geographically limited, and opaque. We seem to be waiting for a real breakthrough. Throughout the 1,500-year history of currency, a clear logic emerges. The form of currency has always evolved toward higher efficiency, wider circulation, and easier verification. From shells to gold coins, from the gold standard to credit currency, every leap has solved the pain point of an era. Now, we stand at the doorstep of the digital age, and gold needs its sixth evolution, a new form that retains the value core of physical gold while possessing liquidity and transparency of digital assets. The first numerical dilemma of gold, I call it the granularity dilemma. In the physical world, it's difficult to cut a gold bar into 1 million pieces. This means that for ordinary working class people, it is almost impossible to save a small amount of gold regularly. This goes against the essence of gold as a universal value storage tool. Even more ridiculous is the cost of verification. In the 21st century, you can instantly verify the origin of a bottle of red wine using NFC on your phone, but it takes several days and hundreds of dollars to determine if a piece of gold is genuine. This high verification cost makes every transaction a gold full of friction. The most deadly is the liquidity trap. In today's globalized world, value should flow freely like information. But if you want to transfer the value of gold across borders, you still have to cross a bureaucratic swamp composed of banks, regulatory agencies, customs, and insurance companies. This is not only inefficient, but also a satire on global economic integration. These three dilemmas are not isolated. They form an impossible triangle. Under constraints of the physical world, you cannot simultaneously achieve high fluidity, verifiability, and divisibility. You must make a choice. This explains why gold appears so cumbersome in the digital age. It's not that gold itself is a problem, but rather that its physical carrier fundamentally contradicts the requirements of the digital age. So, where is the breakthrough point? We need a technology that can create a golden digital twin, one that perfectly replicates the value attributes of gold while completely breaking free from physical limitations. This technology must ensure that every microgram has a corresponding physical object, every circulation is transparent and traceable, and every transaction does not require permission. Throughout the existing technological toolbox of humanity, there is only one technological architecture that can simultaneously meet these demanding requirements: blockchain. The first and most fundamental layer of the solution is the anchor point of the physical world. Gold itself does not move. It is safely stored in top professional vaults worldwide. But the key innovation is that the information of each gold bar is extracted and a unique digital fingerprint is generated. This fingerprint is the bridge that connects the physical world and the digital world. The second layer is the digital avatar. Based on the first layer of digital fingerprints, we create a special token on the Ethereum blockchain. Each token represents a claim to ownership of a specific gold bar of a specific weight. This is not creating digital gold out of thin air, but creating a perfect digital shadow for physical gold. This shadow inherits all the value attributes of gold, but gains all the superpowers of the digital world. It can be infinitely subdivided, programmed, and seamlessly interact with any digital system. The third and most revolutionary layer is the trust engine. In the traditional world, you need to trust layers of intermediaries. Here, you only need to trust mathematics and code. Anyone can independently verify two things at any time. First, whether the total amount of circulating tokens matches the declared inventory of the vault. Secondly, whether there are any overages or double mortgages. This permissionless verification has completely changed the economics of trust. This is not only a technological upgrade, but also a fundamental shift in paradigm. We are moving from the era of trusting people to the era of verifying mathematical facts. The significance of gold digitization lies in its ability to provide the oldest and most solid value storage tool with the most modern and efficient means of circulation. It retains the resilience of the golden cycle while endowing it with the ability to serve the digital economy. This is not about replacing gold, but about allowing gold to truly unleash its potential as the ultimate value carrier in the digital age. Let's review this journey spanning 5,000 years. From the shells of Mesopotamia to the gold coins of Lydia, from the global order, the gold standard, to the unconstrained expansion of credit currencies, every evolution is aimed at solving the pain points of times, and every change is aimed at reducing the cost of value flow. Today, we are standing on a new ladder, digital gold. It is not a fantasy that appears out of thin air, but an inevitable result of the logic of currency evolution. Imagine if the ancient Silk Road merchants had blockchain technology. No need to carry heavy bags of gold and silver. No need to worry about robbers on the road. Value can be safely transmitted thousands of miles between the fingers. Every trade in silk, every piece of porcelain, leaves an unmistakable footprint on the chain. Trust no longer need a guarantee of intermediaries. Code is the most fair witness. Barriers to cross-border trade are broken, and settlements are no longer limited to geography and currency. The Silk Road will be not only a channel for goods, but also a network for the free flow of values. The trade dream of millennium ago is being revived today by technology. TGT let modern trade inherit the spirit of the Silk Road and be safer and more efficient. What is the future that digital gold may open up? It can enable the world's 2 billion people without bank accounts to securely store and transfer value for the first time. It can truly free personal wealth from the constraints of geography and politics. It can make gold, an ancient asset, become the basic material for building the next generation of internet, the internet of value. This is not an unattainable science fiction, but a digital infrastructure being laid out. But with it comes sharper questions. How can absolute security be ensured for such an important value carrier? How can a complete digital gold system build its digital fortress from armed guards of physical vaults, cryptographic defenses of blockchain networks, to code auditing of smart contracts? If the private key is lost, will its value disappear forever? How will regulatory authorities in various countries handle this new form of asset? In the next video, we will delve into the core of security and uncover the defense matrix of the digital gold system. Thank you for watching the digital revolution of gold. If you are interested in currency history, blockchain technology, or financial innovation, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Share your opinions in the comments section, and we will carefully read every valuable comment. Remember, the best way to understand the future is to see the trajectory of past evolution clearly. I'm Liam. See you next time